Friends, enemies, innocent bystanders, welcome to another free-for-all. This is the Cut Rate Counselor. So, a few years ago, I was going through it, and I was like, I need to pay someone to listen to me and give me advice. So, I Googled for a counselor, and I found this guy, and he was really cheap. And I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I'm part of this lay religious order, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, he probably took a vow of poverty or something, that's why his rates are so low. And immediately, I kind of noticed some things that were a little bit suspicious. So, for example, he was telling me that whenever he goes to the doctor, if the doctor gives him medicine, he's immediately skeptical and maybe won't even take it. And I'm thinking to myself, even if that's true, why are you telling me this? And then he was also saying that other people can't hurt you with their words. They can only hurt you physically. And I'm like, wow, that is a wild take for someone who is a psychologist to have. Another thing that he said is I was, just talking about some stuff I was going through, I was complaining, and he's like, "Okay, how's this? Have you tried breathing?" And I look at him, I'm like, "Yeah, great idea. I'm very pro breathing. I should do that more." But in my head, I'm thinking like, "Okay, I feel like the problem here isn't a lack of breathing. Like maybe we should talk about this a little bit more." Anyways, that's how it started. The direction that we headed is I would go in and I would talk about my problems, and then he would start talking about his family and his problems. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, who is paying whom here? What is even going on? Like, the whole reason you go to counseling is so you can give someone money to just listen to you and give you advice. Like, if you do that with friends, you have to also hear about their problems, and there's this expected reciprocity. But with counseling, you just give them money, and they're also supposedly professionally equipped to deal with you just talking about to them for a while. Um, so yeah, there was that. And then this is where we ended up. So I would go in and I'd be like, okay, real talk here. Like I'm really going through it. There's some stuff that's really bothering me. It's very difficult. It's hard for me to get through. And he'd be like, okay, so the thing about that is that's on you. And I'm like, what? Are you for real? Is what I'm thinking. But I'm like, okay, technically he's right. That is on me. How can we get through this? So I'm like, okay, how can we get through this? So this is on me. Like, how can I get better? And he's like, okay, the key is to just stop letting it hurt you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you for real? Like, what kind of quack doctor are you? And then I was like, wait a minute. That's why his rates are so low. It's not because he's some lay monk or anything like that. He's just really bad at counseling. So I didn't schedule another appointment. When he texted to follow up about scheduling an appointment, I was like, I do not wish for this relationship to continue in its current capacity, nor in any other capacity. And that, my friends, is our free for all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's all I've got for today. And thanks for watching.